Good morning students, this is your geography lesson. Students, today we are going to discuss about graphs. What is a graph? A graph can be defined as a pictorial representation or a diagram that represents data or values in an organized manner. What is a graph? A graph is a pictorial representation or a diagram that represents data or values in an organized manner. The points on the graph often represent the relationship between two or more things. For example, we can represent the data or the type and number of school supplies used by students in a class on a graph. We begin by counting each supply and representing the data in particular colors in a systematic order in a table. There are two types of graphs used in geography: the bar graph and the line graph. A bar graph is a graphical display of data using bars of different heights. A bar graph is a graphical display of data using bars of different heights. For example, imagine you just did a survey of your friends to find which kind of movie they liked best. It is a table: favorite type of movie, comedy, action, romance, drama, and science fiction. Comedy 4, action 5, romance 6, drama 1, and science fiction 4. We can show that on a bar graph like this. Favorite type of movie: people 0, 2, 4, 6, 8 and 10, and comedy 4, number of 4 people, action 5, number of people, romance 6, number of people, drama only 1 person, and science fiction 4 persons. From this graph, we can assess which types of movies are most liked and which are least liked at a glance. We can use bar graphs to show the relative size of many things, such as what type of car people have, how many customers a shop has on different days, and so on. Line graph. What is a line graph? A line graph, also known as a line chart, is a graph that uses lines to connect individual data points displaying quantitative values over a specified time interval. A line graph is a graph that uses lines to connect individual data points displaying quantitative values over a specified time interval. A line graph connects individual data points that typically display quantitative values over a specified time interval. And line graphs consist of two axes, x-axis horizontal and y-axis vertical, and graphically denoted as xy. Line graphs use data point markers that are connected by straight lines to aid in visualization. Used across many fields, this type of graph can be quite helpful in depicting the changes in values over time. And the most important thing about line graphs is that line graphs can be constructed manually or by using software such as Microsoft Excel, which greatly improves the speed and accuracy of the end product. So, what have we learned? We learned about a line graph and bar graph. Line graphs are used to track changes over short and long periods of time when smaller changes exist. Line graphs are better to use than bar graphs. Line graphs can also be used to compare changes over the same period of time for more than one group. Bar graphs are used to compare things between different groups or to track changes over time. However, when trying to measure change over time, bar graphs are best when the changes are larger. Now, come to your workbook, page number 8, exercise 3, interpreting graphs. The temperature and rainfall data for Amman, Jordan is given in the table below. Construct a climate graph that consists of a line graph for the temperature and a bar graph for the rainfall using the data. Choose a suitable scale for your graphs and label your diagram. Temperature, centigrade, rainfall, millimeter. Jan, Feb, March, April, May, June, July, August, Sept, October, November, December. January 8, February temperature 8.5, March 11, April 16, May 21, June 23.5, July 25, August 25, September 24, October 20.5, November 15.5, December 10.5. And rainfall in millimeter in January 69 millimeter, in February 74 millimeter, in March 31 millimeter, in April 15 millimeter, in May 5 millimeter, June 0, July 0, August 0, September 0, October 5 millimeter, November 33 millimeter, and in December 46 millimeter. Now you have to draw a bar graph here and show how rainfall in different months in millimeters. Page number 9. With the help of the bar graph and the line graph, answer the following questions. A. State the month and months with the highest temperature. Here in the bar graph you can see August and July are at the highest temperature. B. State the month with the lowest temperature. The answer is January is at the lowest temperature. C. Briefly describe the temperature pattern for Amman. Answer. I have used the line graph for the temperature of Amman. D. State the month with the highest rainfall. Answer is February is at the highest rainfall. E. which is the possible month or months that a drought may occur? Answer is June, July, August, September are the possible months that drought may occur. F. If you were a farmer living in Oman, which month would you start to plant your seeds? Explain your answer. The answer is, if I were a farmer living in Oman, I would plant my seed in July because sun provides heat at least at 15 centigrade, so I can grow my seed in fresh crops. Thank you for listening. Take care. Allah Hafiz.